Hi, in this video we are going to look at the brain behind the TDD Agent's implementation strategy, the spec template file. You can find this here. While the agent is smart out of the box, this template is where you can define the ground rules. By customizing this file, you can force the agent to adopt your specific tech stack, follow structure, and coding standards. Let's walk through how to tailor this to your specific needs. First, let's look at the data models and structure section. By default, you might see examples here for Go or generic structures. If you're working in a different language, say TypeScript, you need to change this. I'm going to change the language identifier from Golang to TypeScript. Then inside the block, I'll specify that I want dot for validation and types definitions instead of ORM models. This tells the agent immediately we are in a TypeScript project, use these specific patterns. Next, look at the implementation blueprint and the task list. The default template might reference path like internal/API. If you're using a clean architecture or specific framework like Nest.js, you should update these examples. I'll change internal/API to src/modules. I also want to control how the agent modifies files. Under the modify example, I'm going to add a specific instruction. Always prefer functional programming over class-based methods. Any instruction you add here acts as a strict guideline for how the agent breaks down its work. Down here in integration points, you define where your configuration lives. The template currently references a make file, which isn't right for our setup. I'm going to change this to .env.example. I will also update the pattern to show exactly how I want new environment variables added, like my feature flag equals true. By being specific here, the agent won't just write the code, it will also add a task to update your config files. This prevents that common issue where the app crashes because a new variable is missing. This is arguably the most important part, the validation loop. Currently, it just says run the tests. This is too vague. You want to give the agent the exact command line instruction. It needs to verify its work. I'm going to change this to npm tests watch all equals false. Now when the agent enters the red-green refactor cycle, it knows exactly how to execute the specific test suite for the feature it just built. This is ensuring it can self-correct errors without your help. Finally, we have the anti-patterns section. This is your safety net. If your team has specific things you hate seeing in code reviews, put them here. I'm going to add a new rule. Don't use any type in TypeScript, always define interfaces. These negative constraints are powerful. They prevent the agent from taking shortcuts that technically work but violate your code quality standards. Once you save this file, every future spec generation and every line of code the agent writes will follow these new custom rules. And that's how you make the TDD agent truly yours. Thanks for watching and happy coding!